What's up, everybody? Gotta say, I said, passé, una capa respecta, quala la qua. All right, so we're gonna talk about the persecution of Christ, the malicious persecution of Christ. So we're gonna go by 1 18, chapter 3 and 20 is the verse. 1 Peter 3, 18 and 20. 1 Peter 3, 18 and 20, if I remember correctly. When you talk about Christ suffered for our sins, the Christ is the title. The first Christ was Melchizedek. The Christ was the title that anybody who seeked out freedom, justice, and equality, and who healed others, especially as a profession, or healed others, all right, they have to be careful when you becoming the Christ. Becoming the Christ is invoking spirits and healing spirits, because when you're able to deal with, like it says, 8 or more is a group. So 8 or more being in a group and invoking everybody's spirit. The persecution of Christ came from invoking the disciples, not only the disciples' spirit to heal them, but also as he wandered off from the journey, making wine out of water, healing people, and doing this and that. That was the Christ. He was teaching people how to meditate and being in tune with the earth. And when you teach people how to meditate and be in tune with the earth, that is the Christ. All right, that is the Christ. That's like the passion of the Christ. So when you're talking about the persecution of Christ and the persecution of Nature Boy and Baba G, the persecution, I say he is the Christ. Me being the demon and me claiming to be on the devil's side with the understanding of the word, playing devil's advocate, I say he was set up, right? And looking at the malicious persecution video, it's the reason why the Christ was persecuted, because he took each one of those members' shadows and indoctrinating in himself while becoming his higher self, and then not leaving others behind, and then being able to ascend is what I'm getting. The downloads from the neurons from Chief is real. You know what I'm saying? He is the Christ, and I can testify to that. He is the now living Christ, you know, and he made flaws. Yes, we understand that. But to be maliciously persecuted wrongly is not fair. We need freedom, justice, and equality. And that's what the Christ, or Isa, went around and he taught, was freedom, justice, and equality. Being in tune with the earth, being in tune one with nature, being able to meditate, being able to collaborate with the earth and ascend to your higher self, you know, to not only provide for yourself and the family. The only thing that Chief is guilty of is helping others to ascend to their higher self and actually being the Christ. You know, I don't think anybody would want to be the Christ. Who in their life would want to be the Christ? That's why we say that 3 is free, because your soul, his soul is not trapped. His body is trapped, but his soul is not trapped. So that's why I believe that Christ, the 3 is the Christ. Why do I believe that 3 is the Christ? Because he indoctrinated 8 people's spirits and himself becoming his higher self and bringing other people to the mothership. Like the most honorable Elijah Muhammad teaches Ezekiel's wheel. Ezekiel seen that wheel, that mothership. You have to know how to vibrate and ascend to your frequency. And that's what Chief is guilty of. Chief is guilty of many things, but the crimes that he's been maliciously persecuted for, he is not guilty of. And I stand that on record. He was set up, and we're going to definitely make things come to the light. The 3 is free. Peace to the gods. I love myself.